Jimbo's Garage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Jimbo's Garage. Well, it's another beautiful day here in Southern California. It's pushing about 100 degrees outside and, well, about 120 degrees maybe inside the shop right here. Even though I got the doors open and got a little bit of ventilation in here, still, it's hotter than the hubs of hell. And I can't think of a better day to do a little welding project, and that's what we got going on here today. Today we're going to be doing a little self-made tool. You know, if you guys were doing the welding out there like I do, little miscellaneous projects, fabrication here in the shop, you get your hands full with your torch and your filler wire, and you're trying to hold a piece of material down while you're tack welding, and you just wish you had that extra hand. Well, that's exactly what this is called. It's called the third hand. Very handy tool to have around the shop. And you know, there's a lot of them out there, and there's a lot of different variations. Although there is no real set rules or regulations for anything like this. It's basically just a chunk of metal with two legs out the back and an arm off the front, and that arm off the front is what holds the material in place, and the legs stabilize it on the table. So what we're going to be using here today, I'm going to make a couple different variations just for fun. This is what I have around the shop right here. I got a piece of 1 5/8" round stock. Now we're not going to use this whole thing. You know, that's the thing about these things. You don't really want to make them too heavy. So I'm thinking that about 4 inches of this round stock is probably enough weight for what you need. So we're going to use that, and then I've also got a piece of 2 inch by 3/4 bar stock. Again, maybe about 5 inches of this right here, and then I've got some old rusty 1/4 inch round stock. This is what we're going to use for the legs out the back and the arm off the front. So, you know, really fun project to put together in your shop, and a very useful tool to have around as well. So, with that said, let's get started. Okay. So we're going to get this piece of round stock right here, and I'm saying about 4 inches is enough. Should be enough weight on here. Anything more than that, this is a pretty heavy piece of stock right here. So I think 4 inches is probably going to be a good chunk of metal right there. And I'm just going to go ahead and mark this right here and take this over to my cold saw, and I think I'll cut that right off nice and square. And then for this one right here, got a really nice piece of bar stock here. 4 inches may not be enough. 6 inches probably too much. I really like 5 inches. I think 5 inches is going to be a good little chunk of metal right there. And then so we got these things ready to cut. I'm going to take those over to the saw and do that. And then here's a piece of 1/4 inch round stock. And I figured in order to make the legs off the back and the arm off the front, I figured that excuse me, 10 inches, if I cut these pieces at 10 inches long, that'll be enough to make bends on them and have a little bit extra and do what I need to do in order to make this work. So I'm going to cut 6 of these at 10 inches long, and then we should be able to get the ball rolling. Alright, line this piece of round stock here in the cold saw. I got my mark right at about 4 inches. I like it there. Let's crank her down. Gets cut. Nice. I'm telling you what, these cold saws are the way to go. These carbide metal cutting blades on there, you can see how easy it just cuts through this stuff, man. These things are lifesavers. Okay, so for the round stock, I'm just going to come over here to the yoast and put this stuff in here and cut it off with a cut-off wheel on my grinder. And we need 6 pieces, so I'm going to go ahead and cut all 6 out. Let's do it. Man, this shows vise right here. Very little effort. And this thing is very secure in there. Really nice piece of equipment. Here we go. All 6 pieces. The first thing I think I'm going to do before I get started any farther is I'm going to get the rust off of all this right here to make everything nice and shiny clean. And so it'll take a little bit of work. Stick it in the vise right here. Get a flap disc, grind them all. Yeah, might take me 15-20 minutes, but we'll do it. So I've marked the 4 right here, got 4 inches right here, and we're going to bend these at a 90 degrees, 4 inches. Clamp them up here in the yost, right there. Okay, and then the remaining 2, these are the arms in the front, and I've got these marked at 2.5 inches. And we'll bend these things over at 2.5 inches. And these do not go to 90 degrees. We're going to put these at, I don't know, 45 or so. Something like that right there. Yeah, something like that right there. And these right here. All right. Okay, we're gonna polish up this piece of bar stock right now. Get all the mill scale off of it. Make it nice and shiny. Take a flap disc. Just polish it up. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put the legs on the back of this thing. And I'm going to use this strong hand mag square right here. Pretty handy little deal right here. I'll be able to, I want to set these legs at a 45. And I want to set them flush to the top of this bar and about 1 inch off here. Well, that's really good right there. I like it. And let's just double check to be sure everything's nice and square. I think what I'm going to do is just give it a little bit here. I'm going to take it there. Let's turn on the Everlast Power MIG 205. Go ahead and weld this out. Before we do though, I got a little trick from Jody Collier. I'm trying to reduce the splatter on this because I want it to look real nice at the very end. I don't want a lot of splatter on there, so PAM. That's right. Put a little PAM on there, and that should reduce the splatter. So let's go ahead and weld this thing out. Alright, pretty cool. As you can see, little or no splatter at all. Pretty cool. Alright. Let's try this side over here. It's funny, this Pam on here and all this heat smells like you're baking cookies or something. All right, let's do it. Okay, so this one I've decided to do just a little bit different. You know, the other one we welded the legs and the front piece on the sides. I think I'm going to drill into this right here. Use this 1/4 inch drill, and I think I'm going to drill 2 holes into the end here, down about maybe 1 inch or 1 1/4 inches, and then I'll flip it around and drill one right in the center. And then we'll go ahead and take these leg pieces and kind of stick them inside there. I don't know, might be a cool, different look. Something a little different. Like I said, these things aren't, there's no rhyme or reason to them. You just make them however you want to make them, and I think that'll look pretty good. Let's do it. Before we do that, let me get a piece of tape on here. Okay, that's gonna let me know how deep I need to go into this. Okay, there we go. A couple of third hands. In case you guys are wondering, what these things are used for, I know a lot of you know, but some of you may not know. Here's just a couple of examples of what they do or what they can do. There's a couple pieces of metal here. Let's just say you wanted to hold this into place, and like that. Or you want to hold it in place like this as you tack weld or weld it. Another example, I don't know, let's just say you wanted to put a bolt or something there. Hold it like that. Or put a washer or something. Hold it like that. Anyways, there you go. Couple of third hands, they're great things to have around the shop. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more. I'm gonna go jump in the pool.
See you next time on Jimbo's Garage.